Hey, Toda Y'all family, at this time, may the peace of Y'all be with each and every one of you, brothers and sisters. When you learn to obey Y'all, this is a very important video at this time. It's coming from Deuteronomy, chapter 14. I'm going to start off with verse 22 to 29, the 29th verse, to the 15th chapter, verse 1 to 11. We talk about the Torah, the laws for welfare programs. It's very important. Because I know people make fun of the welfare program and the benefits people getting, even about our nation, and that's a shame, brothers and sisters. It's an act of caring for those who have less, that we need to think about, brothers and sisters. We shouldn't be proud and arrogant. We shouldn't talk against the people, who they may be, even about our nation or foreigners as well, strangers. We should consider these things, brothers and sisters, because you never know if you might be in that same position one day, or you came from that position. These are things we got to look at, brothers and sisters. I know I've been in the household of a family on welfare. Even myself was on welfare, brothers and sisters, and getting aid from this government we in captivity, brothers and sisters. Certain things like that we got to appreciate, because these are ancient laws of Yah, and I'm going to show you even in this translation right here called the Living Bible. If you have one, let me show you the cover of it. You'll see it plainly, called the Living Bible Paraphrase Translation. These scriptures is older than many of you, the writings, brothers and sisters. They might call it by a different terminology, but it's still the same thing. Taking care, this is an ancient law of Yah. It always been in the book. It's already been a part of the Torah of Yah when he gave it to Moshe to teach our people an act of kindness, an act of love and care, and considering to have less. Brothers and sisters, that all will have something where that will prevent people from stealing and causing other people harm. Because you know what comes with stealing, a lot of times somebody get hurt, harmed, or killed. So, brothers, we're going to look at this. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to get ready in it to show you the writings of Yah, the law, the Torah of Yah at this time, that you may have the knowledge and not make fun of Yah's words or his people. Because when you make fun of the people of Yah, of his creation, you're doing it towards Yah. So right here, it says, you must tithe. See, the tithe, it says you must tithe all of your crops every year. It said, bring this tithe, see, which is an offering, bring this tithe, which is a tenth, to eat before Yah, your Barak. See, these are the tithes you save, and at a certain time you bring it to the place where Yah place his name, that you're going to see that before Yah, and even you can eat of your own tithe. See right here. But these are the kind you keep this reserved for that day. It said, bring this tithe to eat before Yah, your Bara, your Creator, at the place he shall choose. See, he should choose as his temple. They got sanctuary, but it's temple. This applies to your tithes of grain, new wine, olive oil. See this. I'm gonna do a video on this one. They see this. It's an olive oil. It don't say no other kind of oil. Essentially, that was the oil we used to cook our food in. Not all this other vegetable oil, peanut oil, and all the other kind of canola oils and all the other stuff people use today that is not truly beneficial for your body. But it was olive oil because it got many beneficial properties in its pure state. So keep that in mind. It's an olive oil, and the first born of your flocks, see, and herds. The purpose, see, now that he give me the reason, the purpose of tithing is to teach you always to put bara first in your lives. very important, key point, is if the place of Yah chooses for his temple is too far away that it isn't convenient to carry your tithes to that place. See, showing that it was a designated place. You couldn't take it anywhere in this earth. It said, then you may sell the tithe portion, see the portion for the tithes of your crops and herds, and take the money to Yah's temple, see. And when you arrive, use the money to buy an ox, a sheep, some wine, or some strong drink to feast there before Yah your Barah, and to rejoice with your household, see, with your family. It said, don't forget to share your income. See what it said? It said, don't forget to share your income with the Levites, see, in your community. For they have no property or crops as you do. It's a every third year. See, this is a very important key point right here. It's a every third year. This is a very important law. It's a every third year you are to use your entire tithe for local welfare programs. You get that, brothers and sisters? Every third year. So you're talking the third, the sixth year on like that. So every third year you are to use your entire tithe for welfare programs. Give it to the Levites. It said, give it to the Levites who have no inheritance among you, or to the foreigners, or to the widows, or the orphans, see, those without the mother and father, within your city. See, it said within your city, so that they can eat. See, it says so they can eat and be satisfied. And then, it said, and then Yah, your Barah, will bless you. See, he will baruch you in your work. See, the works you do, he will multiply them. So keep that in mind. So in 15 of it said, at the end of every 7th year, there is to be a council of all debts. I want to add this in because it's very important. See, the council of all debts every 7th year. And every creditor shall write paid in full on, right here, any promissory. Okay, kind of fading out. It's not focusing in on. Let me see, kind of get the focus in. Give me a moment, brothers and sisters. Let me see. I'm trying to get it to focus. It got an automatic focus. I'm waiting for it to focus in, so I can see. I'm looking through the monitor as well, but it's not focusing in on it at the moment. Let me see. Can I get it to focus? It's not focusing in. The focusing. It's okay. It's any promissory. I don't know. I'm trying to give me a moment. Try to let it focus in. It got an automatic focus on it. And so on any promissory. I don't know why it's not focusing. Let me turn it toward the light. So can I get it to focus? Give me a moment. Oh, here we go. Okay. So any promissory note to hold against a fellow, it's an Israelite, but it's Yashaelite, for Yah has released everyone from his obligations. See that? It said this release does not apply to foreigners. See, we got to know all the laws, all the statutes of the law. That's the statute of that law. It said no one will become poor because of this. See, it said because of this, you're releasing them from their debt in the 7th year, it said, no one will become poor. See, that's the beneficiary of the laws of Yah, the Torah of Yah. Remember what Abiyah said. He doing it says for the purpose of Titus to teach you always to put the Ra first in your lives. See, remember that, and also to love your neighbor. It says so no one will become poor because of this. For Yah will greatly bless you in the land He is giving you, and if you obey this command, see, it's a predicate if you obey His command. The only prerequisite for His blessing is that you carefully heed all the commandments of Yah, your Barah, and that I am giving you today. See, and He will bless you as He has promised. And you shall lend. It's saying you shall lend money to many nations, but will never need to borrow. See, if our people that did all these things, we would never be in a position that we had to borrow things from other nations. It's saying you shall rule many nations, but they shall not rule over you. You see that? It's very important. When we get back in line with Abiyah, all of these things are going to play out just like the way Abiyah said it. But because our ancestors did the opposite, we fell below every nation. It said, but if when you arrive in the land Yah will give you, there are many among you who are poor, you must not shut your heart or hand against them. You must lend them as much as they need. Beware, don't refuse a loan because of the year of debt. Cancellation is close at hand. It said, but if you refuse to make the loan and a needy man cries out to Yah, it will be counted against you as sin. And you must lend him what he needs, and don't moan about it either. For Yah will prosper you in everything you do because of this. And there will always be some among you who are poor. That is why this commandment is necessary, and you must lend to them liberally. See, these are the words of Yah I share with you, brothers and sisters. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to point these things out to you as we get back into the ways of Yah, and as we go home, and all the laws be carried out, and we see be in these positions, different people from time to time. And doing these things, we will overcome being poor in our whole nation as a whole. See, we're doing this for the welfare and the care of our whole nation, brothers and sisters. Now, Abiyah promised that He would bless each and every one who do these things, brothers and sisters. Because remember what our ancestors done, and when you think about it, and how we in this position today to ask from other nations that even who took us as slaves. Yes, and we did all the millions of hours of free labor and never got paid for them, brothers and sisters. And that was part of the curse and the penalty and the punishment for the sins of our ancestors that turned against Yah. And we lost everything from the top to the bottom, brothers and sisters. And it really hurted the ones at the bottom because they never had the opportunity to get onto the top because of the ones at the top failed Yah and did not comply to all the things Abiyah told them to do. So all Abiyah punishments came upon our nation, and we was expelled from that land. So keep these things in mind. I just want to show you this about this welfare program, and that it's a law of Yah to be kept, and we got to keep it Abiyah way, and we will be blessed by Yah. With that, I say, Torah Yah, may Abiyah bless your understanding when we leave captivity, and before we leave captivity. With that, I say, Torah Yah.